so therefore, what I've asked him to do is provide us with some of those examples, whether it be not replacing existing stabilization walls, something like that, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, there are some instances where I think we might be able to keep existing walls rather than replace them.
Right.
There are, I know, in analyzing these preliminary analyzing the bids we received, some of the additional things that we didn't contemplate, let's say at the beginning, like replacing garages, those numbers came in very high. So one of the things we might do is separate out that work, and rather than include it in something that a heavy construction company does, it might be something that we might be doing through the homeowners with small general contractors. And I think
but you'll reconfigure the bid specs.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll reconfigure it so that we have add and deduct alternates with the intent of getting the numbers down so that it's within the original allocation. And we were about $200 and some odd thousand over. The low bid was $3,182,000. So in a preliminary look at it, I think we can do that do a reasonable. And then that would really mean that the work would start next year. The bidding would we revise the bids. I give you a list of the things that we're suggesting for adds and deducts, what changes are, and then this would go out for bid in the spring. Or at least for construction this spring.
Construction, the bidding would be done in the fall.
Yeah, the bidding we could do now. We could do in the fall once we get this finished. That way it's ready for construction and all the paperwork and everything else is done through the beginning of the winter. And that way, on or about March 1st, beginning of the spring, the work can commence and be done.
Question.
Sure.
The original bid you guys came up with the scope of work, right?
Yeah.
How long ago did we do that?
Probably we flew the original and came up with the overall scope for all the phases 5 years ago. This EIT 2 was probably scoped out maybe a year and a half ago when the permit plans were submitted to the DEP.
The people that bid on it, are they all in the same ballpark?
Two were very close. One was $3,180,000, one was $3,280,000, and then the other two were higher.
Councilman Craig, did you receive a copy of the letter?
Yeah, but I've been going through them. I looked at it, but I had questions about it.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just figuring.
Make sure you received it.
The reason that it went up in a year and a half because of material, or
a lot of it occurred during the negotiation with the easement process with a lot of the homeowners and the number of easements that we wound up having. There were things that were discussed with homeowners, and some of that accounted for.
We're only up by about $210,000.
Right.
Have you at least tried to talk to those two bidders to negotiate with them down to the $290 we want?
I wouldn't do that until after I will do that after the council takes formal action tonight. But until you took formal action, I don't think it was appropriate for me to talk to the low bidders. In other words, until you reject the bids, and then I will go back to them and talk to them. But we have very detailed unit prices.
What I'm trying to say is we didn't have to go through another scope of work to lessen what has to be done first. If we go in with the $2,000,009 before we lessen and take out walls, you tell them that we have a price, a hard number. What can you do to make the number first before you take out the walls?
You can't do that. It would be a violation of the stabilization laws.
Why?
You can't. You have to go through a very rigorous project process.
We couldn't. For example, I think you're saying it's going to be take out a couple items.
No. You guys were saying reduce a wall or something. I was saying why can't you negotiate without taking anything out? No work whatsoever comes out, but you meet the $2.9 million job.
Yeah.
If you want the job.
Well, the problem with doing that is if we negotiated with the low bidder, let's say, it might change the low bidder because their unit prices is about 100. I think there's 100 or so line items, bid items in the bid form. Right. So if we're changing 3 or 4 of them, technically we could change the low bidder.
I'm not saying change anything. You tell the guy if he wants the job, it's worth 2.9.
You have to reject the bids first.
No, I agree. I keep seeing shaking of the heads. But if we reject the bids, and then we still go back to the people and say the job's only worth 2.9. That's it. Not going in saying that we're gonna have to remove some or bond even more. Why can't we just stick with that and tell the contractors, if you want the job, this is what it is?
Well-
Business is very slow out there right now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't see people not budging on almost a $3 million job for 200,000. You're gonna make money up because you're gonna come back to us and guarantee this with extras. So you either make some of it up later on, or you don't make it up, and you take the job for 2.9, and you don't go out and bond any further.
Right. Well,
That's
but
what
in
he
order,
said,
that's
basically,
what I'm saying,
you have
but
to
in order
reject
to do
first
that, we'd have to,
before you do it.
we have to re-advertise.
Well, we also talk about hard, I'm just saying, the number is the number, and that's it. We don't wanna lessen the work.
Can
This
you,
is what the job is worth.
like, can you re-advertise with a max number?
Not
Is that what
why do you
you're
have to
saying?
re-advertise? You go back, after we reject it,
You have to go through a formal
Yeah,
bidding
you go through a
process,
formal
you have to
bidding
follow the law
You have to
and how
bid-
they stipulate, otherwise you cannot
Yeah,
award
you have
the
to
project.
I think-
advertise the specifications.
Yeah.
redo the specifications that we've already done.
We have to go through the entire
Well, you have to
process.
advertise it to.
But we have to advertise what we have already advertised, right?
Well, yeah, but it's
Yeah,
also.
Megan, you can
gonna
tell,
get the
you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if we were to bid twice,
Mhm.
and the bids were over the budget both times, then my understanding with the bidding statutes is then we could negotiate with the bidders.
I'm not sure about that, you know.
Yeah, I've done it,
gotten to
I've
that
done it in the
stage
past
in
where we,
my career.
when we bid twice, but you have to bid it at least twice before you can negotiate with bidders the way you're suggesting.
So how quick then would you rebid the job?
We could rebid it, the end of this month, early October.
And when would you get the new bids in?
We're suggesting the end of October, a month after they're advertised,
How far do you think we're pushing the project back then?
to the spring.
How much time is it?
Well, we're losing time from, now till, or about March first.
Like 6 months.
Well, we're losing the winter, yes.
We'll just keep pushing it and pushing it, but I guess if the law's the law there.
But we also, if we had started in October or November, there was a good chance by January the project will have stopped, depending on weather conditions. If the ground's frozen and there's a foot of snow, there's nothing we can do. So it's almost better to start in the spring.
You still can dig in there as long as you can't pour concrete. But you
Yeah.
still can excavate and get the work as far ahead as you can. That's, the state thing I think is, I think it's 34 degrees if you can't pour concrete or something. But you can do all the preliminary work, we can start laying pipe,
Okay.
but we're losing 6 months again.
Started now.
Yeah, well, that was
I'd
the
like to
idea,
put a
was
shovel
to
in the ground
warn it.
while I'm still here. So,
Huh?
hey, I'd like to put a shovel in the ground while I'm
I
still
like to
here.
see it started and done, and just keep having a boring about it.
All right, well, the first thing we need to do is reject the new plan.
Reject it. Have you stamped?
No. All right. Any other questions on the other resolution?
I had a question on this one.
Which one?
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Dominic mentioned, and Councilman Carrick mentioned $283,000. But I wrote down while you were speaking it was $500,000. Is there a difference in price, or are you talking about something else?
No, we would need the 283,000 plus an additional 150 to 200,000 for contingency. We have built in the 2.9 million, 140 for contingency. That's, for unexpected work that, let's say, when we open up the ground and we find something that we need to do. So that's where that
In the
number.
$2.9 million you're building the contingency?
The 2.9 has a $140,000 contingency in it already.
Let's forget it.
For the extras, should be required. So if we added on the 283, I just ballpark it, we said 500, some additional.
I'm sorry.
In the 2.9, it got eaten up, the contingency got eaten up because the bid came in so high. So we were looking to add money to cover the possible contingencies.
So basically, the 2.9 is not actually what the price we're looking for. We're looking for like 1.7 or 2.7. With
2.8 million
change orders.
was the amount that was bonded through the EIT with, 5% or $140,000.
So the price we're looking for the contractor is 2.8, not 2.9.
2.8 plus.
And then we had that extra money for change orders. So we're still looking for the
Yeah, but-
contractor to come in at 2.8.
Correct.
And they were 3.2 or 3.
3,000,000,
So now they gotta come down.
3,182.
Those are without.
Those are without.
And that's why they have.
That's why it would be 182 and 182 and 140.
So out of their prices, they gotta come down 380
Three.
for us to be comfortable, have enough money to change oils.
Right.
What if, you just went out again without changing anything? You don't think people would come down?
Well, I think what we'd like to do is we'd like to come in and have some deduct alternates or alternates so that we can make sure that if we bid it, we can award it. And that might be such as what I was saying, when I noticed, actually the low bidder had, a lot of money in for doing two
Right.
garages. And, it seemed like, an inordinate amount of money for that.
Only because I'm listening to what, Councilman Carrick's saying about the time-wise, and if we don't change that much, maybe the schedule could be pushed a little bit so that we don't have to lose 6 months.
Is there anything in there as an as-equal in the specs that could
Yes.
lighten the price?
Everything is an equal, but I mean, the pipes, the 3 and 4 concrete pipe, there's nothing proprietary.
In your eyes, per foot on the bell pipes, it's reasonable? Or it's in the right ballpark?
The prices that I saw for the pipe were reasonable. They had, the bid looked a little bit unbalanced, for mobilization. There was a lot of money in one of the low bidder's number. And for clearing the site, there was an awful lot of money. We're gonna relook at that and see if maybe we don't put in a clearing site number. We might have them build that into their unit prices. It's a way for them to get money up front, the contract, and it was a lot of money. If we had to award that contract to him, we would have had to sit down and talk to him and say, look, it's an unbalanced number the way you put it in. There's a lot of money.
Are their hourly rates correct?
They don't, well, we have prevailing rates in there, but we don't see their hourly rates. They are required to submit that, with their payroll. And they certify the payroll.
Is there any chance you see that up front?
The rates?
Yeah.
Well, we give them the rates. The rates are included in the bid documents, the prevailing rates.
It didn't work out on the last job. We gave it to them, it didn't work out that much. So we're sure that this time that they're following the rates?
Yes, I mean, they're required to by law, by law.
If that was true, then the library would be okay, because they didn't follow the rates up there. So my question is, are we sure that they're following the rates this time? That we're not being overcharged for it? Is that why the price is so high?
Well, I mean, typically contractors are not, I mean, there are people that get paid more than prevailing rates. Those are the people that get.
You don't pay more than prevailing rate.
I'm sorry?
We pay prevailing rate, and then.
No, I mean, the contractor does, right.
Well, maybe he does, but he doesn't take it out of our share.
No, they have to just send the certified payroll.
Is he paying?
Well, presumably they will. I mean, I'm gonna say yes, because they do, but I don't.
Am I wrong? Are we sure, or could you please check, or find a way to check that he is paying that prevailing wage and not more? Or say the laborer and the carpenter are not getting the same money, or the operator's not getting the same money? Can we at least check? I mean.
You mean once the contract's awarded?
Why?
Well,
Now
there's
say
no,
the dollar?
how do I check? In the bid document, it says you've gotta pay prevailing rates. There's no way I can check what they're gonna pay, because they don't have a contract, so.
They have to give you a labor cost. If you say prevailing rate, they're gonna give you a sheet of what they're gonna pay all their men. They're gonna give it to you. You ask for it up front. If you ask for it now, you could.
I don't know, I guess.
What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna insert here, and I'm gonna ask that you guys table these conversations, because we need to get out of here, and I realize that if I don't call a vote when you're still here, I can't move the resolution to reject it, because.
Can you sit down and talk, Tommy?
Councilman
Sure, absolutely.
Freeman and Councilman Domchansi have to abstain from this vote, and then it'll leave me with 2-4, 2 abstaining, the motion will pass. So, is that a firm 7:15? What a firm, like, you have to, like.
No, 7:30.
Okay, I got a few minutes.
I can push it.
Okay, all right, so, where was it here?
I have a question.
Because, yes, we're on the resolution, thank you.
Real quick, 197, the open space. So the 65 matching, we've already come up with 65 somewhere? That's exactly what they're.
Yeah, we would have to match it if it's awarded.
Okay, so this would be money that we would have to come up with that we haven't already been bonded for or allocated
Exactly,
any
yeah,
sort of.
you'd have to build it into the 2011,
That's if we get the grant.
2012, capital, if it comes through.
Okay, so that's something that we're potentially putting ourselves on the hook for 65,000 if they say yes.
But you're not obligated. Let's say at the time the borough decides, let's say it's awarded, 6 months,
Mhm.
and the borough decides that in 6 months that you've changed your minds,
Mhm.
that's fine.
So all we're doing now is
We're just
see if we can get the match, and
Yeah.
then at that point, we would have to determine whether or not we wanna do it.
Right, you're not obligated to take the money, you're not
Oh.
obligated to match it.
Okay.
It's just, it just shows our intent, to pursue it and if it should be awarded. I would be surprised if they cut that fund so dramatically that,
Okay.
yeah, but we're not
We're not
committing
obligated.
ourselves.
Oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure of that. And then, similar question with the last two, it looks like those aren't matching, those are, we're applying for grants, if we get them, we'll do these projects, if not, then, oh well.
Correct.
Okay.
Councilman Siliano.
On, resolution 196, looks like we have a stack of checks that weren't cashed, and we're going to, transfer these funds into our operations account. Is that legal? Don't we have to escheat these funds to the state, as a municipality, if we can't find the
Well,
payees?
most of those, it's not that we can't find them, most of those checks are still dated, so even if they did present the checks, they would be no good.
So are
And
we
some
gonna
of these
reissue the checks to the payees?
Some of these checks are from 2007
Okay.
and 2008.
Okay, so are these payees still around, that it says that we've made efforts to contact them?
Yeah, we have, but,
So we're not able to find them, they're no longer, companies no longer in business, individuals that have disappeared?
Yeah.
So are we allowed to take that money and put it back into our operations budget and spend it as if it were found money, or do we have an obligation to escheat this money to the state as a municipality?
well, we in the past have, transferred it to surplus,
Okay.
and I think that's the way the auditor handles it.
Okay.
Could,
Councilman
could I get
Carrick.
a copy of who
Sure.
these checks are written to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terry, can you distribute that copy?
Yes, I can.
No, I definitely am one of these payees. Definitely nobody wrote me a check for $800.
You could circulate that to the government body. All right. We're going to, all right, I'm gonna ask for a recess, and then we'll convene in chambers, we'll do the vote, come back in here.
So,
Offered by Councilman Carrick, second by Councilman Freeman, all in favor?
Aye.
Citizens,
What we do, vote?